forumning eng esda qolarli lahzalari sifatida nimalarni aytishni istar edingiz?
Thank you very much for your warm welcome. This is not my first time in Samarkand. Samarkand is a partner city of the European Bank for Reconstruction and Development. And this is also part of our Green Cities family. As you know, we are doing around $800–900 million worth of business here each year in Uzbekistan. And I have the honor of being for the second time at the Economic Forum. And there has been a difference. Last year was the first Economic Forum. This year, the forum is the platform to take stock of what reforms have achieved in Uzbekistan, where they should go, what are the challenges. But this year what I felt is that we brought it even closer to companies and to people. So this year I felt that the forum has brought together Uzbek companies, the largest ones. We talked about concrete steps about their transformation, privatization. I met many of my small medium-sized company clients, our partner banks. So it was closer, bringing reforms closer to how the economy is working. Another difference was that for the first time we organized, as EBRD, a business breakfast. We invited Turkish, Georgian companies as well as successful Uzbek companies to share the recipe of their success. What was it that they did internally, and what is it that the governments or the external environment did for them to succeed. So there are some novel features of the forum that I was very happy to participate in, but also attend. I learned, not only talked, but also learned during the forum. And of course, I'm delighted to be here at the new Samarkand city and the center. You may know that I will be certainly back here as EBRD because we shall have our annual meeting in May 2023, where we expect also 3,000 guests to come to Samarkand.
So'zlaringizdan bilyapmanki, O'zbekistondagi o'zgarishlarni chuqur kuzatib borasiz. Va shu o'rinda sizdan so'ramoqchi edim, O'zbekistonda xususiylashtirish, transformatsiya jarayonlari qanday ketyapti?
When I talk about transformation, this is an extremely wide array of reforms. It relates to modernization of the financial systems, including the transformation and privatization of state-owned bank, digitalization of the banking sector, developing the capital markets, and I just mentioned now the financial sector. Privatization is going ahead slowly but steadily. And I mention slowly in no way criticizing the tempo, because also compared, you asked me how was it last year. So compared to last year, also the geopolitical situation has changed. So the Uzbek government needs to think about which are the companies that can be sold to good strategic investors and creating growth, and which are the ones that they need to transform further and buy time until strategic investors' interest is present. So the pace is there, the momentum is there. In certain areas it's slower, in other areas it's quicker. I have to mention to you, because I mentioned it also there, that Uzbekistan is leading in energy sector reforms in this region, but also in many of the countries that I'm working in. So energy sector reforms are very much at pace, attracting foreign direct investment, investment in strengthening overall in power supply, so in the network as well. Uzbekistan is leading, designing and starting implementing public-private partnerships. There are a lot of good policies in place that have started yielding results supporting Uzbek entrepreneurs. Business advice, improving access to finance. The biggest challenge is, I mentioned to you, the privatization. And I would like to mention one more thing, if you allow me, which was very prominent at the Economic Forum, is educational reform. Because with all the young Uzbeks coming to the labor market, the biggest problem for my private sector clients is to find qualified labor force. So a lot has been talked about how to reform from the primary education system to vocational training, tertiary education, to improve the quality and improve what in English one calls job readiness. You know that a lot, I met here in Samarkand, my clients, private sector clients, and they said, I have to invest a lot into the young people I'm recruiting. So there has to be a discussion between private companies and the government of what jobs, what skills are needed so that these people can find jobs.
Biz hozir O'zbekiston ikkinchi iqtisodiy forumida uchrashib turibmiz. Istar edikki 20-chi O'zbekiston Iqtisodiy forumida ham bular bilan suhbatlashishni.
Absolutely, and I would like to see you, as I said, at our annual meeting, and I would be delighted to give an interview. Hopefully you will also see already some of the electric buses on the streets of Samarkand.